Under your feet, Detroit hides an entire world that most people will never see. We're talking about tunnels big enough to drive trucks through, caves that stretch for miles, and secret passageways that once changed the course of history. 1,000 feet below the city, there's a massive salt mine, so big it could swallow entire skyscrapers. Just blocks away, hidden tunnels once gave freedom to enslaved people escaping to Canada. And scattered all over the city are abandoned underground passages from Detroit's wild Prohibition days, old factory tunnels, and even secret Cold War bunkers. Detroit is a city famous for cars, Motown, and hard work. But the most fascinating part of the city isn't on its streets. It's what's buried beneath them. So let's head underground and see what's really hiding under Detroit. Deep below the city, more than 1,100 feet underground, lies one of the largest salt mines in the world. It's so big, you could fit entire neighborhoods down there and still have room to spare. The mine covers over 1,500 acres, essentially an entire underground city that most Detroiters will never see. The story of the salt mine begins hundreds of millions of years ago, when an ancient ocean covered Michigan. As the waters evaporated, they left behind thick layers of salt, which remained buried for ages. In 1910, miners finally tapped into these deposits, carving out enormous tunnels and chambers by hand, and with dynamite. Walking through the mine today feels like stepping into another world. The ceilings soar high above, carved out of solid rock salt, and the air is cool and dry year-round. Trucks and trains haul away thousands of tons of salt each day, most of it used to keep roads safe during icy Michigan winters. What makes the Detroit salt mine even more fascinating is how hidden it is. From the surface, you'd never guess there's a massive industrial operation running directly beneath the city. And for decades, rumors have swirled about forgotten passageways leading from the mine into downtown, a reminder that Detroit's underground network may be even larger than we realize. While Detroit's salt mine is the most dramatic underground feature, it's far from the only one. All across the city, smaller tunnels and pedestrian passages tell their own story. In the 1920s, as car traffic exploded, city leaders worried about children being hit while crossing busy streets. Their solution? A network of pedestrian tunnels built under major intersections, especially near schools. Some of these underpasses are still in use today, while others have been sealed and forgotten. Then there are the hidden tunnels built for convenience or safety. The Packard plant, once a massive car factory, was laced with underground corridors connecting different buildings. Mansions, museums, and even parts of the Henry Ford estate were also rumored to have secret passageways, many dating back to World War II, when fears of air raids pushed architects to build emergency escape routes. Most of these tunnels are now locked up, but they're reminders of Detroit's layered past. Detroit's underground doesn't just stay within the city limits, it stretches under the Detroit River itself. In 1910, engineers completed the Michigan Central Railway Tunnel, a marvel of its time. This immersed tube rail tunnel connected Detroit to Windsor, Ontario, allowing trains to cross the border beneath the river instead of relying on ferries. Even today, more than a century later, the tunnel still handles hundreds of thousands of rail cars every year, quietly supporting international trade. 2 decades later, in 1930, Detroit added another feat of engineering, the Detroit-Windsor Tunnel, one of the world's first international vehicular tunnels. This allowed cars and buses to travel directly between the US and Canada without boarding a boat. At the time, it was celebrated as a futuristic solution to growing cross-border traffic. Both tunnels remain vital links between Detroit and Canada, though most drivers probably don't think about the history as they pass through. Beneath the steady hum of traffic, these tunnels represent a different side of Detroit's underground world, one that's busy, functional, and critical to the city's economy. Not all of Detroit's underground tunnels were built for industry or transportation. Some were built or adapted for survival. In the decades before the Civil War, Detroit was one of the final stops on the Underground Railroad, a secret network that helped enslaved people escape to freedom in Canada. Because Detroit sat directly across the river from Canada, it became a crucial gateway. Abolitionists and free black communities in the city used tunnels, basements, and hidden rooms to hide escapees until it was safe to cross the river. Many of these passageways were dug under houses, churches, and businesses, often leading to the waterfront. Recently, archaeologists discovered a tunnel beneath downtown that may have been part of this network. The passage, built in the 1800s, appears to connect a former business to the river's edge. Finds like this confirm what historians have long believed. There is still much of Detroit's Underground Railroad infrastructure waiting to be uncovered. For the thousands of people who passed through, these tunnels represented hope and freedom. Walking through one today is an emotional experience, a reminder that Detroit's underground isn't just industrial. It's a place where lives were saved and history was made. Beyond the documented tunnels and salt caverns, Detroit's underground has fueled decades of myths and legends. Old-timers talk about tunnels connecting downtown bars during Prohibition, used to smuggle alcohol when the city was at the center of bootlegging. Some believe these same passageways were later used for other illicit activities: gambling, secret speakeasies, even mob operations. There are also stories of tunnels running between historic mansions, old hotels, and churches. While some have been confirmed, others remain urban legends. In the Packard plant and other abandoned factories, explorers have discovered massive underground rooms littered with rusting equipment left frozen in time. Reddit threads are full of stories from Detroit urban explorers who claim to have found sealed doors leading to unknown spaces and staircases that descend into darkness with no clear destination. These spaces fascinate photographers and history buffs alike, but they also present dangers: structural collapse, toxic air, and the possibility of getting lost. Still, the mystery of Detroit's underground draws people in. Every sealed manhole cover and bricked-up tunnel entrance feels like an invitation to uncover the city's secrets, fueling the idea that much of Detroit's history remains buried, literally, beneath its streets. Detroit's underground world isn't just a curiosity, it's a vital part of the city's history and identity. The salt mine continues to power Michigan winters, keeping roads safe. The rail and vehicle tunnels under the Detroit River remain critical to international trade, and the remnants of the Underground Railroad are a reminder of Detroit's role in one of America's most important struggles for freedom. These spaces also shape the city's future. Developers and city planners must account for what lies beneath when designing new buildings or infrastructure. Historical preservationists fight to protect tunnels and underground sites that hold cultural significance, while urban explorers push for more to be documented before they disappear. Detroit is a city built on layers, each one telling a different story. And if you pay attention, you'll realize the most compelling chapters are often hidden far below the surface. What city should I do next? Make sure to let me know in the comments and subscribe to be the first to know about the underground mysteries of other cities.